Letizia of Spain is conspicuous by her absence, while her husband, King Felipe VI, publicly appears arm in arm with another woman, upsetting public opinion and the balance of power within the Spanish monarchy. This exclusive report delves into the inner workings of a royal appearance that reveals much about the tensions in Zarzuela. Discover the little-known details, the palace's reactions, the behind-the-scenes speculation, and the possible consequences for the crown. Letizia of Spain, the iconic queen and key figure in the European monarchy, has always captured attention with her poise, intelligence, and innate sense of performance. But today, it is her conspicuous absence that has put her at the center of the news. This absence is causing a stir, as it coincides with an unexpected, almost shocking, image for some, King Felipe VI appearing in public arm in arm with another woman. What could have been a simple formal gesture immediately transformed into a media shockwave, reawakening the wildest rumors about the state of the Spanish royal couple. It all began at a highly anticipated official event. King Felipe VI appeared alone. This was nothing unusual in itself, as Letizia sometimes cannot attend ceremonies due to scheduling or health reasons. But this time, the absence was all the more significant because it was not specifically justified by the palace, and, above all, it came at a time when rumors of tensions between the sovereigns had been circulating for several weeks in the columns of the specialized press. What struck observers was the king's unusual closeness to another woman, a figure known in the circles of power, but who had never before been seen in such a close role with Felipe VI. The images show the king, smiling, relaxed, walking alongside this woman with a knowing look, exchanging a few words, with fluid, almost intimate gestures. The cameras don't miss a thing. It didn't take much for social media to go wild. Who is she? Why is she there instead of the queen? Is she a friend, an advisor, or something more? Speculation is rife, fueled by the continued lack of an official explanation from the Zarzuela Palace. Worse still, no statement has clarified the situation, leaving the field open to interpretations, sometimes delusional. To better understand the impact of this appearance, we must revisit the image the Spanish royal couple has strived to maintain for 2 decades. Felipe VI and Letizia Ortiz have always projected an image of modernity, stability, and unity. The king, discreet and reserved, has always seemed deeply attached to his wife, the former journalist turned queen. As for Letizia, despite some harsh criticism from the press over the years, she has built a reputation as an internationally respected First Lady. Together, they have weathered the storms, those related to the fall of King Emeritus Juan Carlos, political tensions in Catalonia, scandals affecting the extended family, without ever revealing any major cracks in their union. And yet, for some time now, many subtle signs have suggested a distance. Separate appearances, less knowing glances, less spontaneous gestures. Queen Letizia, although present at major occasions, seems to be slipping away more and more often, delegating, withdrawing. Officially, everything is normal. Unofficially, the whispers tell otherwise. Tensions linked to the pressure of protocol. Differences over the education of their daughters, Leonor and Sophia. Or perhaps simply the wear and tear of time on a couple who have been in the spotlight for more than 20 years. No one really knows, but the appearance of King Felipe VI with another woman acts as a brutal revelation. The tabloids are going wild. Some headlines are even suggesting an unofficial separation. Others are suggesting a secret illness, and still others are talking about a discreet agreement between the two sovereigns to lead parallel lives while preserving the institutional unity of the monarchy. What is certain is that this appearance is rekindling a broader debate, that of Letizia's role and place within the crown. A modern queen, an avowed feminist, often described as independent and sometimes too incisive for the traditional spheres of the Spanish nobility, Letizia has never been a conventional queen. Could this sudden absence be a form of silent protest? Or a sign of a break that has already been made but has not been made official? In the days that followed, the palace remained silent. No denials, no comments. Social media, however, continued to dig deeper. Internet users scrutinized the photos, zooming in on gestures, glances, the smallest details that could reveal a hidden truth. Some claimed to recognize the king's attendant. She was a high-ranking diplomat, close to the royal household, renowned for her elegance and discretion. Others claimed she had been spotted several times in recent months at private events. Nothing concrete, but enough to sow doubt. The situation is becoming all the more delicate as Princess Leonor of Asturias begins to play a more prominent role in Spanish public life. The slightest family crisis could have an impact on her image and that of the future monarchy she embodies. Can the palace's strategy of silence be enough to extinguish the media firestorm? Or does it risk, on the contrary, making the situation worse? Behind the scenes, there are rumors that Letizia is temporarily retiring for health reasons. Others claim that she is now refusing certain engagements that she considers contrary to her values. But the lack of confirmation fuels all the speculation. The role of the press in this affair is central. For in the absence of official communication, every word, every snapshot becomes open to interpretation. Even the most seasoned royal commentators are divided. Should this be seen as a marital crisis, a communications strategy, or a simple misunderstanding? Some even suggest a calculated attempt by the palace to test public reaction to Letizia's gradual distancing. A troubling hypothesis, but not an unlikely one in a monarchy subject to colossal image issues. Amid this turmoil, Spaniards are wondering, could King Felipe VI, a man of duty, who until now performed his duties impeccably, be caught up in private matters that jeopardize the institution? And what is happening to Queen Letizia, whose influence on public affairs was still very strong just a few months ago? If her disappearance from the public eye is voluntary, what message is she trying to send? And if she is forced to, why this silence? The Spanish public scene, already politically unstable, didn't need this additional element. Yet, it is indeed a private matter that now seems to be eclipsing the substantive debates. The people, fascinated by this emotional and political enigma, are scrutinizing, waiting, and hoping for answers. But they are slow to come. And what is really hidden behind this appearance of King Felipe VI on the arm of another woman?